Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on our new adventure where 3 beginner homesteaders are starting a brand new orchard.
We don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna learn and we're gonna have fun with it.
So stick around for the series and enjoy the episode. Hey everyone, welcome back to Dragonfly Projects and Homestead. The orchard is planted. We're finally in the ground. Things are going to start growing. I am super excited. Stick around. I'll show you how we got this done. thing I really like about the Kubota is the HST Plus transmission. So I can switch from fast to low, or I should say fast to slow, from rabbit to turtle on the fly without having to shift out of medium, because there's a low, medium, and high gear. I don't have to switch between that. I can just on the steering wheel flick it, and then I can use rabbit to get where I need to go, and then turtle to make the fine adjustments, and I can crawl through the trunk and the stump so as not to put too much load on the grinder and the tractor. So we've only got 3 rows planted, and I have a little method to my madness. This row, which is closest to the main street, is going to be row 1. Then we have row 1, 2, and 3. 1 is always closest to the main road, and then we have A, B, C, D, E. A is always the most northern number. So here in the first row, we have a locust, which will be our nitrogen fixer. Currently, I planted honey locust and black locust in pots, and whenever they're big enough, probably around fall time, I'm going to transplant them into the orchard. Nothing here so far. So then we have 1B. This is a combo regular pear tree. The reason we went with a combo pear is we're not sure which one we like the most. So if they grow, if they work, we'll taste them, we'll see what we like the most, and then we'll propagate the ones we like. So we'll cut scions off, and we're going to graft them onto other rootstock, and then we're going to grow the the pears that we prefer. And then we have 1B1, because 1 is always closest to the street, a type of blueberry, and then 1B2, different type of blueberry, to try and keep organized. Because eventually I want to have 4 fruit or berry bush per tree. And as we move down here, we have raspberries in this case. No, these are still blueberries. I'd have to check my chart, and this is a combo apple. So same principle. This one has 5 different types of apples. We can see which one are the most disease resistant, which one fare the best, which one tastes the best, which ones we like the best, and then we'll propagate the ones we like. As we can see, they started blooming. Sorry, not blooming, but the leaves are coming out. And then always trios. So we had nitrogen fixer, fruit. So we're back to nitrogen fixer. And then here's a fruit. This one's a plum, Italian plum. This tree came from the big box store. Transplanting it was not super successful. You can see there is some life, so at least it is alive. It was half the price of the ones from the nursery, and I know why it was half the price, but the nursery didn't have any plums. So then we come to row 2. 2E is a nitrogen fixer, because we're always trying to stagger. So it starts with nitrogen fixer, fruit. Then it's going to be fruit, nitrogen fixer, fruit. And the next one is fruit, nitrogen fixer. So they're all staggered. So nitrogen fixers follow each other, so they're touching as many trees as possible. So we come here. This is a combo plum, I'll call it. There's peach, apricot, and 2 plums. I needed a second plum tree because the other plum tree needs another plum to be able to pollinate itself, because it is not self-pollinating. It needs another plum. So this one has one of the plum required for the other tree. Again, it's a little rough, like this one here. This was the best they had, but the branch is kind of broken, so I don't know if this apricot graft is going to work. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The one I'm really needed was a Stanley plum, which is nice, big, and strong. I took the tree that looked the best. And a little trick you can do to see if the tree is alive or not is you can scratch a bit of the bark. And you can see here, it is green underneath, so that means the branch is alive. If it was brown, that means the branch would be dead. So in this case, the tree is still alive. It's just has suffered a bit in life. Coming back here, we have the combo Asian pears. So this one has 5 different Asian pears. And we have raspberry and raspberry. Here is the locust, the nitrogen fixer. This is just a regular cherry tree with golden blueberry and then regular blueberries. or pink lemonade blueberry, they call them. They're basically pink on the picture, which is awesome. This is a Stella cherry. Also quite happy. The leaves are opening. Everything's quite happy. And then we come back here to, they call it 3-tier apple trees. So there's 6 different types of apple in there with hascap, and there's a male and female hascap. Hascap looks like a cylindrical blueberry. Apparently they are delicious. And same thing, the apples are starting to open up, which is awesome. And we keep going. I believe we have blackberry, another berry. This is another cherry tree, also quite happy. This is a black Tartarian cherry, and then the locust would be the last one in the row there. So all of these have cardboard. There's only one that doesn't have cardboard over there, so I just have to accumulate some cardboard so I can put it underneath. I will need a lot more wood chips. But this is the start of the orchard for this year. The plums don't have buddies for the berry bushes. I do want to add more berry bushes for every tree, which is the upside of having such a large spacing. I have goji berries and cranberries I am starting from seeds to eventually plant in there. And I also have Usurian pear that I am starting from seed that I'm going to plant. And the locusts, black and honey. And then I'm already started looking at nurseries for next year. I'm already looking at what kind of trees I would like and thinking ahead. And I believe that it opens, ordering opens in January. So there's going to be a lot more plums, peaches, sorry, not peaches, plums, pears, and apples. Basically, I'm going to try as many kinds as I can, see what is happy here. I don't want to buy too many bush trees. The berry bushes, sorry, because I don't know what type of soil I have fully. I know blueberries like acidic soil. I know a lot of wild strawberry and a lot of wild raspberries are growing here. So I'm thinking those will do well. But if all the blueberries are dying, I don't want to spend $15 to $20 per bush just for have them to die. So we'll see how they fare this year and we'll go from there. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll keep you posted. I did buy some T-posts so I can solidify the trees. They suggest, especially if they come in a rootstock or root ball of this size, to put a T-post, a metal T-post, and solidify them for the first year at least. And I want to protect the trunks from little voles, mice, rabbits, basically anything that can gnaw and damage the trunk. So I have some stuff I'll use to protect the trunks, at least for the first couple of years, to make sure that they are well settled and that their rootstocks and roots are firmly planted in and that they don't get damaged and they get to grow. The only thing is, it is mid-spring right now. That apple tree, when we dug the hole, filled up quite a bit with water. I know apple trees don't like to have their feet wet, so we'll see how they fare. The ones closer to the street, the holes didn't get filled with as much water, so perhaps later on when we're expanding the orchard, maybe the apples will go on this side and then everything else will go on that side. So we'll see how the apples fare. But right now the leaves are opening. The tree seems to be happy with the transplant, so fingers crossed that it's going to work out well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to keep following our progress of the orchard, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any suggestions, things we could do better. By all means, let us know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Good job, baby.
Good.
Yeah.